back to the BlueNote Fan Report. This is the Intermission Show. Joining me is Anthony from Hockey Hound. Well, Anthony, I'll say this. You called that one dead on, bud.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're playing real fast, playing good down low, keeping the puck in their zone. I think they're playing pretty good for this first period.
Yeah, Eric Sincrager. I think he's a new guy to me. Says horrible passing as usual. Does Parayko even look up before pass? Yeah, the Blues are just not there. And I'll tell you who's cycling the puck. It is Columbus. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you think they watched some Blues film before that?
Oh, no doubt. I'm sure they do. They were walking them a couple times down the stretch, and they're beating them when they're dumping it. How I told you how they're doing those dump and chases. They're fast. They're keeping it in there. Hoffman and Eric Robinson getting in there real quick. He had a couple good ones on that first power play. But I mean, they're 1 for 2 on the power play. So I mean, I guess that's not too awful. Up 1-0.
No. No, I mean, when you're taking down one of the top, a good penalty kill, a penalty kill at 83% is a decent penalty kill.
Absolutely.
It's not like you're, and to get, first of all, I mean, it was a great tip by Jenner, right?
Oh,
absolutely great tip by Jenner. So you got to give it to him. I mean, that they set it up very nicely.
That's what he does down there in front of the goalies. His screening is phenomenal down there.
Right? You know what that was, Ashley, right?
What was that?
That was Jenner getting you and me back for ranking him so low in our list of captains.
Yeah.
We did a show a couple weeks back where we ranked the Eastern Division captains, and I think we both had Jenner like at
6
at the bottom, like 6 or 7 in the Metro. So
he's
in his division.
He's been playing good. He just got his 10th goal. He leads the team, with 10 goals. I mean, he's he's not very, very, he's not the top guy you're going to see slinging the puck. But I mean, you get him in front of those goalies, screening them goalies, and he'll tip them in. He's doing good.
Stephen Glass says if you're going to play dump and chase, you have to beat the other team to the puck. Absolutely. Yeah, no, and it's just what I said is I thought that Columbus was going to be the hungrier team, and you've seen that so far, right? You've absolutely seen that. Columbus is coming out hungry, and then we've lost Bortuzzo at least partially. I don't know if he's come back. I don't think he's been back on the bench yet. Took a puck up in the jaw, so I don't know where that is. For the Blues, this is not what they needed. They've got the next 4 games, and I don't know if you know this, Anthony. They have home and homes against Tampa Bay and Florida.
Ooh, those
right?
are tough.
Yeah, that, and if you want to cement yourself as a contender, you got to be ready to play those guys. And right now, I can see them going 0 for 4, and I'm going to get killed by my own fan base. But I could easily see it.
I mean, we also have, our next 3 games. I mean, we have Nashville. They've been playing pretty hot. Matt Duchene playing really good. We play Dallas after them. They've been playing pretty darn good. Pavelski just had his 400th the other night. I mean, he's been playing good. And then we play Washington after that. So, I mean, we're kind of in the same position where we got to stay on a streak before we can come back, because then, we play those 3 other games on the road. If we can win, 2 for 4, maybe 3 for 4, come back at home, I mean, I think we have a pretty good chance of staying in the high standings here.
Yeah, so Bob and Michelle ask, where's Costin? He was injured in practice the other day, so he is out of undetermined amount of time. We don't know what the injury is. Kyle Mead agrees with me, 0 for 4. Stephen Glass says, we won't kill you guys. I see the Blues going 0 for 4 too. Marianne saying hurt when it comes up. Wes Edwards, I don't think I've seen Wes before. Not enough players willing to carry the puck up ice. Good point. Good point.
I mean, I will give you one. Buchnevich did have a really good one on Korpisalo towards the end. I thought they were going to get him. He had a good
And then O'Reilly also had a good attempt, but he hit the side of the net. And then, those were really the only 2 I saw. Yeah, Tarasenko had a good.
Tarasenko had 2 very good shots, but both of them ended up. And for some reason, he's been shooting a lot. He's been hitting the chest area, or I think he's aiming for here, right? And he's been just a tad off. I was telling everybody he needs to go set his sniper scope a while back, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe put some cans up on top of the net and shoot at the cans to get his scope back in. But I mean, he had that pass from Thomas was beautiful, right? It was just dead on. I thought it was going to be there. Marianne says someone needs to blow up in that locker room. Brian Green says it just hurts to see them this way, and I agree there. Kyle Mead, too much standing around the puck watching. Hope the second period is a lot better. I do too, but actually here lately, the second period has not been a good period for us. Has the second period been a decent period for you guys, Anthony?
I mean, it all depends. I mean, we've been playing. If we can get off to a hot start in the beginning, as long as we can keep it together in the second period, we usually close it out in third recently. But it all depends, with a different goalie in net and how our guys are playing. If we could stay off the penalty, that's what we need to just not get any penalties. We had a lot of those the other night, and that hurt us pretty bad.
Yeah. Clint Buckley saying, "Hi, hey Clint, how you doing, man? Good to see you back." Thomas Maynor, I was wrong. The Blues came out flat. Thomas said he wasn't getting the notification. So if you're on YouTube, you need to make sure you go on my page and that little bell, click all, and then you'll get notified anytime that we come on. So that's the best way to do it. And also on Facebook, if you're watching me on Facebook, click, that you want to be notified of when I go live. So if you go on one of the videos, they'll come up and say, notify me when he goes live. So you'll always get when I go live. And now Ashley has connection to when if she goes live without me, she'll go live on my pages. So, right. Jim Cole saying they look weak. Kevin T saying sit Scandella and Perico. I wish we could, unfortunately, a player needs to blow up. Apparently, Berube has. Maybe not enough. I tell you, I'm losing my faith in Berube. And I know that doesn't surprise anybody. I haven't been a Berube. I don't want to say I've not been a Berube fan. After the bubble, you don't have a team that's the number one team in the West go so flat in the bubble. I mean, they went 2-6-1 or 2-5-1. No, 2-6-1 in the bubble.
Yeah.
6-1 in the bubble. I just. Hey Anthony, you're getting a little love from hockey. Right? They're saying hi to you. Ryan Green says, looks like a lot of the alumni came to the first period in that one. Yeah, I did see that. Actually, Tim Peel is at the game, and I've been talking to Tim. Tim is going to come on a show here very soon. So we'll have Tim Peel on a show here soon. No, I haven't always hated Berube. I haven't. I just, I just see things that I have concerns over. I don't think I've always hated him.
I wouldn't even say you hate. You're critical because you know that he could do better. So you're seeing the weaknesses and pointing them out. It's not saying that you hate anybody. Everyone has areas to improve.
Well, I used to call him when he first came in. I couldn't say Berube, so I called him Booberry. I even had see, that's the one you haven't seen. The Age of Bennington. I
have seen The Age of Bennington.
Where Booberry's being chased. Where he's chasing chasing somebody. I forget who he's chasing. I think I have Booberry chasing Armstrong. Got him running around. So yeah. Brian Green says Berube doesn't play the team like you want him to. Maybe. I think I see talent on this team that's not used the way that it should be. And it also seems like the system is too it's like Kung Fu, right? If you've ever seen any of the documentaries on and God, man, I'm blowing now. Bruce Lee always talked about Kung Fu, being very rigid, right? And that's why he came up with Jeet Kune Do, was he made freedoms of movement. He didn't keep the poses rigid. So it seems to me that Berube's system is very rigid and it doesn't allow for adjustments, or it doesn't allow for fluidity when the time comes, when it needs to be there. So that's what I see. And that's why I think that I'm a little harder on Berube. I think that the system doesn't allow for that flexibility that's needed in this game.
Yeah.
Do you see that? I mean, I know you don't see the Blues a lot, but
Yeah.
you see this system a lot. Do you see that in this system, or do you disagree with me there, bud?
I agree with you.
Right? I'm with you. Chief doesn't get them ready enough. Joshua's giving me a Yeah, Joshua. I know Joshua's a big Chief guy. See, actually, the one day that I can go off on Bennington, he's not in net. Right? So the handcuffs are off. That was game 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so a lot of people, I've gone off on Bennington. I haven't been really happy with Bennington, and a lot of people here sit there and say, well, it's not Bennington, it's the defense. Well, my argument is, when Allen was here, it was never the defense's fault. It's always Allen's fault. So why is it different now?
Because now we don't have Pietrangelo, and they were so in love with Pietrangelo that they didn't want to blame him, so they just blamed the goaltender.
Right.
And that's a possibility. So a lot of people asked me, said, hey, you're too hard. You got to give him time. So originally I said 15 games. Somebody else
I'm
said,
people. Okay. I put him
One of them,
on a muzzle.
But I said 15 games, and they said 25, so they made me agree to 20. So Stephen Glass says Blues fans blame goalie. Yeah, I mean that's been up until recently. Yeah. Kevin says I hate Jenner. He's always tearing us up. Yeah, but I mean I can't take anything away from Jenner. So shots were 7 apiece.
Yep.
21 attempts for the Blue Jackets, and that right there, that's just everything you need to know. Chances were 6-5 for the Blues. Hits were 6-5 for the Blues. Blues had 6 blocked shots. None for Columbus, but they didn't need to. On 9 attempts, you don't need to block anything. Face-offs. This is something that's been a bad trend. Blues are losing 6-9 in the face-offs when they've been one of the best face-off teams.
Yeah, but it's pretty typical for them to be losing the face-offs in the first period and then they win it in the last.
Yeah, that has been happening. And yes, Husso is in net. I know that. Hockey Hound says Bennington needs to stop throwing fits. Just saying. He's a good goaltender, but him throwing tantrums like he does makes him look bad.
Yeah, he's been a little hot-headed a little bit. I mean, not as of recently, but I mean, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? He swung his stick at somebody, or
yeah.
No, that was at. Who was that at? That was
San Jose.
Huh?
Oh, no, it wasn't San Jose. He hasn't played in there.
No,
for a
it was
while.
the Avalanche.
Yeah,
Avalanche.
Kadri. Yeah, he swung it at Kadri.
yeah,
You stick at Kadri,
which is understandable.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I'm not a big Kadri fan. In fact, something I said on a Kadri tweet got me in all kinds of trouble, but neither here nor there. So what do you think's going to happen in the second there, Anthony?
I mean, I think if they stay the way they're playing now, staying in their offensive zone, get a little more shots on net, and just keep the ball rolling. I think, we'll maybe get another 1, maybe 2 second period. But I'm not thinking they're going to go over 3 for the whole thing. They seem a little even over the stretch between both teams. So I'm going to say maybe 1 next period. I think maybe Blues will get another 1 on net. They've been moving the puck pretty well towards the end of the first period. So I think it's a pretty even stretch so far.
And Ashley?
I mean, you keep bringing up the cycle, but before they can even cycle, they've got to make clean passes, and they're not. I mean, just Thomas, really. Kyrou might have had 1, so they need to clean up their passing game so that they can get their cycle.
Jim Cole says Blues score 1, Jackets score 1. Chris Shockley does Husso make saves, Bennington doesn't because of size. I don't know. I'd have to really look at that a little. See, the problem with Husso is we don't really, especially this season, don't have enough of a sample size. Right? He's only, because of COVID, he's only got, this is his 4th start. Mm-hmm. Right? Instead of having the 6 to 8 he should have had. I don't know that. And I know that they're close in size. I know he's a little smaller than Bennington, but not much. It's not like it's a Mutt and Jeff thing. You know,
Yeah.
I think he's like 6'2" or 6'3", where Bennington's 6'6". So, but where he is a little more diminutive is in the chest area, right?
Mhm.
But with the pads they wear, not so much. I'm going to hope. Thomas Mariner says I'm going to hope for a reverse of the Blackhawks game. They come out flat in the first and get a fire lit under their butt and come out in the second ready to go. I do, and oh, okay. This is Kevin saying that he go Arlie Emery in the locker room. I thought he was talking about me for a second. I had to figure that out. So no, actually, I'm kind of with Thomas. I think the Blues are going to come out in this period, and I think that something that I've seen the Blue Jackets do in the preseason was that one game that they did get a little bit of a lead, and they came out in the second. They laid back a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. And I kind of think that could happen in this period. I think that they saw the Blues come out as a tired team. I don't see them coming out as strong, and that's, you know, and unfortunately that's things that happen. So I see this being a tie game or a 2-1 Blues at the end of the second.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, game is just about back on. Jim Cole says he's going to see us after the second period. Anthony, you going to come back for the second intermission?
Absolutely. You'll see me here. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, again, thanks for coming on. This has been some fun shows, man.
Yeah, I'll come on anytime you need. I'm always down to talk hockey, whether it's, you know, my Blue Jackets or any team, really. I'm always watching every night. So.
Oh, there we go. So when we have our off nights, we can bring him in one night and give us an update on the East.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Help us with the East.
That would be great.
So this is Guy the Hawaii Blues fan for Ashley Slapshot Jones and Anthony from the Hockey Hound saying, let's go Blues.
Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
And we will see you all at the second intermission show. Aloha.